Good evening, and thank you for joining us. We're going to begin tonight with breaking news and that accelerated timeline for all Americans 18 and older to be eligible for a vaccine. Tonight, President Biden says 2 weeks from now, on April 19th, COVID shots will be available to everyone, saying adults will no longer have to worry whether they meet age or health requirements in order to schedule a vaccine appointment. But the announcement comes with a stark warning from the president that too many Americans think the country is, quote, at the finish line already and aren't following those CDC guidelines. Well, President Biden says that is leading to a concerning new increase in infections nationwide, made worse by those highly contagious variants of the virus. Tonight, the president says he's asking the country to hold out until July 4th, warning there will be more death, disease, and misery if people let their guard down now. Well, we've got two reports tonight on the president's new timeline for vaccinations and on that surge of infections nationwide. CBS's Ed O'Keefe is going to lead us off from the White House. Good evening, Ed.
Good evening, Nora. Most states are already on pace to meet that deadline in just under 2 weeks, thanks to growing vaccine supply and easier access to vaccination sites. But the encouraging news from here at the White House tonight comes with a warning. COVID infection rates are spiking in states beginning to relax their restrictions. President Biden today doing everything he personally can to get people vaccinated.
You want to hold my hand?
And issuing a warning if Americans aren't vaccinated quickly enough.
We're still in a life and death race against this virus. New variants of the virus are spreading and they're moving quickly. Cases are going back up.
The president's announcement that April 19th is the new eligibility date for all adult Americans comes as many states have lifted COVID restrictions and cases are spiking among young people.
The virus is spreading because we have too many people who've seen the end in sight, think we're at the finish line already. But let me be deadly earnest with you. We aren't.
The U.S. is currently averaging about 3 million doses a day, up from 1 million in January. And 63 million people are now fully vaccinated. But Mr. Biden urged patience.
We're not even halfway through vaccinating over 300 million Americans. This is going to take time.
Vaccine hesitancy among some pockets of the population is a major concern for the administration. A recent study showed that 45% of white evangelical Christians said they won't get vaccinated.
The pathway to ending the pandemic runs through the conservative evangelical church.
Curtis Chang, who's trying to reverse the trend, said the faithful need to hear less from government officials and more from religious leaders.
This is our moment to step up and actually say, this is how we ought to think and act around the vaccine.
Ed O'Keefe, CBS News, the White House.